Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday, March 18th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only King of the Ice himself, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you so much for tuning into today's last episode for the week until I come back on Tuesday. It's always a bummer, but like I said, as always, I come back on Tuesdays. And we start fresh into the new week. Simple as that. But this show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by mybookie.ag. Like I always say, time in, time out. Sports are back, ladies and gentlemen. Got March Madness that's starting tonight with the first four. And the full set of games tomorrow and Saturday. Simple as that. Hockey's right here. Basketball, NBA. You have everything. You have MLB right around the corner too. So what better way to start cashing out large than go to mybookie.ag. Use the promo code 12 Ounce Sports when signing up. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. And always remember to gamble responsibly. Once again, mybookie.ag. Promo code 12 Ounce Sports, 12OZ Sports. All caps, no spaces. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. You can't beat it. Also, Zingo TV, channel 761. That's Zingo TV, channel 761. Those out there that are tuning in, hello and welcome to today's Thursday, March 18th, 2020 episode of Pete's Power Plays. If you don't have Zingo TV, it's very recommended that you get it as a free app. You don't have to pay a single penny of anything out of your pocket whatsoever. It's a free app. Download it. Go to Zingo TV. You can see you can download on every streaming device out there that we have. You know, Roku TV, Fire Stick, Google Chromecast, Apple TV. It's out there. Search for it. Set up an account, use 12 Ounce 12OZ as the promo code. Flip over to channel 761 where you'll be hearing today's episode of Pete's Power Plays. Last but not least, Amazon.com. We have a website out there. Go buy something today for your loved ones, whoever it may be, for any sort of specialty occasion, whatever out there. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Once again, www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. So, ladies and gentlemen, are we having fun yet or what? Seriously, are we kicking some ass? If you're not having fun, please tell me. I'm trying to figure out ways to make this more fun, but I think we're kicking ass right now. I think we're having a great time. I'm having fun. I got a raise yesterday. I'm feeling great. We have our baby showers coming up on Saturday, and then next Saturday we have 2 baby showers. So, I mean, we're rocking and rolling. You know, we got another month till the baby arrives. I mean, things are phenomenal in the Tucci household right now. Can't complain. I'm loving life. Loving these hockey plays. Everyone's cashing out. Clients, Twitter, even these show plays that I give out to you all are kicking ass too. Now, just because some of my Twitter plays or client plays don't make, or some of my show plays don't make my Twitter or client list, don't be alarmed. This is why you have to go back and listen to the show or just jot down the plays that I have on the show today. You get front and center, first row edition. You know, you are my VIPs out there. You get every breakdown of each game with my leans and plays and my winners. Obviously, we've been cashing out large lately, up now 35 units. But I mean, like I said, you know, this is why you get first-hand choices of what you want to play in the NHL by listening to Pete's Power Play. Simple as that. I mean, I want to keep bringing the fire, and you got to accept the fire because this son of a bitch is not getting extinguished anytime soon. So let's keep rocking and rolling with these winners going into the weekend. Last night we went 4-1. We are killing as we speak. Let's go. We are all sexy son of a bitches today, baby. Let's rock and roll. Flyers and Rangers over 6. That was a winner. Senators plus 1.5. Kings plus 1.5. Puck line parlay at plus 130. That was a pretty solid value winner there as well. Jets on the money line. That was a winner. Jets Canadians over 5.5. That was a winner. Flames on the money line, however, was our only loss, and of course it was a client play. Clients go 1-1, while Twitter sweeps the damn board, going 3-0. Overall, 4-1 last night with plus 3.05 units overall in the evening. What can I say? Another hell of a night, another winning night. We were rocking and rolling into these units too. I mean, slow couple, like I said, beginning of the season, last month, we were dropping numbers. Now we're creeping up to where we should be. Like I said, 2 years ago, 85.8 units. Last year, 132.1 units, smashing all kinds of capping records. And let's keep it going right now. This is a shortened season, but we are taking off, and we are not stopping. We're going to keep rocking and rolling, and we're going to like this son of a bitch until it goes out. And again, we're not going out at all right now. So, like I said, overall, NHL season, 253 wins, 241 losses, 19 lovely pushes. Gives us all a grand total of plus 35.16 units overall. Congratulations, everybody that has been tailing my plays, my show plays, clients, Twitter plays. Everyone's been cashing out large this season. And hey, I couldn't be doing this without each and every one of you out there. So your support and all, I appreciate that so much. I'm excited. Things are great. Life's great. Can't beat it right now. And like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this show. So I mean, simple as that. So let's enjoy another night. We got Thursday night pucks. We got 10 games on tap. Real quick, let me go over these show plays that I had from last night. Ottawa and Vancouver. Ottawa was on the money line. That unfortunately was a loser in a shootout. I'm getting tired of shootouts. I just like the traditional overtime games back in the day where you just get an overtime game in 5 minutes. If you don't score, it's a tie. The shootout, since they brought back the shootouts, I think it's completely useless. I can't stand it. I just missed the days where you would get a tie in the NHL if there was overtime. Simple as that. I mean, that's me growing up. 27 years watching hockey. I mean, I'm 33 years old now. When I was growing up watching all the Philly sports, hockey was always intriguing to me. And it's just like football. If it goes to overtime and it's no one wins, it's a tie. That's how it should be. I think that's how hockey should be too. They got to go back to that way. I just hate shootouts. I don't think it's fair whatsoever because Ottawa absolutely came back and they did play really extremely well, like I said on the show yesterday. So Ottawa on the money line, that lost. We cashed out the Ottawa plus 1.5 puck line and the under 6 or 6.5, whatever you had. I told you guys yesterday that, and ladies too that tune in, that these two teams, they'll have some early scoring, but, the first period over, of course, cashed out as well. But, I was more on the under in general, under 6, under 6.5, whatever you had. That was relatively easy. So there you have it. Ottawa money line lost. Ottawa plus 1.5 and the under 6. So 2-1 in that game last night. We go now to a couple of sweeps, starting with the Rangers and the Flyers. And man, what a crapshoot of a game. I don't know what the hell I was about to travel up to Madison Square Garden and suit up for goalie myself. I haven't played goalie in 20 years. And I'm talking about street hockey with rollerblades. I mean, that was the last time I played hockey, let alone being a goaltender. So, I mean, simple as that. I was about to travel up there because the Flyers obviously need somebody in net. 9-0 Rangers. Rangers on the money line. That cashed out. No problem at all. That was a plus 110 value to those that cashed it. The over 6 was a no-brainer as well. And the over 1.5 first period, that cashed out as well. Sweep that board right there. The next game, another sweep the board. Winnipeg Jets on the money line, cash it. And the over 5.5, cash it. Boom. Another game, sweep the board. We also had Calgary and Edmonton. Of course, Calgary on the money line was a client play. That lost. But the over 6, another winner. Cash that out. San Jose and Vegas, the over 6, another winner. Vegas -1, that was a push. Hell of a comeback, too, by the Knights. Vegas -1 was a push. Vegas in regulation, that was a winner. And unfortunately, Vegas -1.5 on the puck line, that lost. So, hey, you'll take it. 2-1-1 for that game. 2-1-1. Excuse me. And then the nightcap, the Kings on the money line at plus 120. That cashed out. Kings plus 1.5. That cashed out. And also the Kings in regulation. I believe I said to sprinkle some money on that regulation play. I believe it was like plus 170, plus 180, whatever it was. Cashed out as well. No problem either. But I did say under 5.5. That went over. So hey, whatever works. That's all good. Not a big deal. And let's keep rocking and rolling here. And this is what we're going to get into. So, actually, no. Sweep the damn board. I thought the Kings scored a second goal last night. They did not. Just as what happens when you go to bed after the first period, when it's late as hell in the East Coast with a baby on the way, and you're trying to catch up on as much sleep as possible. The Kings 4-1 final. So let's sweep that board as well. What can I say? We swept a couple games last night. That's what I'm here for. I hope you all cashed and tailed. Congratulations. So like I said, Kings money line cashed. Kings plus 1.5 cashed. Kings in regulation cashed. And last but not least, the under 5.5 cashed out between the Kings and Blues. It wasn't looking good in the beginning, but hey, sweep the damn board, will you? Let's go. So those were the show plays. Again, congrats to all that tailed. Any sort of play that you had last night. Another winning evening. Up over 35 units in general. Let's rock and roll into Thursday. Thirsty Thursday edition of Pete's Power Plays. Also, March Madness is starting tonight for the first 4 games. I can't wait. People are getting their brackets in. Let's keep rocking and rolling into the weekend. But first and foremost, before I talk about these 10 games, let me take a quick 2-minute break and I'll be back for the rest of the show. We'll be talking tonight's NHL slate. Tune in and give me 2.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Change your game with the all-new Pro Rock Hockey Stick, a Canadian company providing a top-of-the-line twig at an affordable price. Pro Rock sticks are extremely lightweight, balanced, and provide the perfect kick point. Get your fully customized stick today at ProRock.com. Play like a Pro Rock.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute minor penalty break with me. This is the Thursday, March 18th, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only King of the Ice himself, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you so much for taking time out of your whatever you may be doing on this Thursday afternoon, morning, night, you're even sleeping overseas, whatever you may be. It is a dreary Thursday afternoon here in the Northeast, and it's only going to be shaping up to be even a more beautiful weekend as we hit Saturday and Sunday. Potential snow showers tomorrow. I'm done with the snow here in the Northeast. I really am. But again, thanks so much for taking time out of your day, and let's rock and roll. Enough of me talking. I know you don't want to hear me talk, but let's talk about pucks tonight. Now, heading over to Buffalo, we have the Boston Bruins against the Buffalo Sabres. Over-under set at 5.5. Actually, I believe this game might actually be canceled. I'm getting a lot of alerts coming in about this game potentially being COVID protocol and game being canceled here for tonight. Let me just confirm this, and they do. So it seems that tonight's game, Bruins actually canceled the morning skate this morning because of COVID protocols, and it seems to me that this game is going to be canceled here tonight. Real quick, pregame skate when Buffalo has been canceled due to the Boston Bruins player entering the league's COVID-19 protocol, and it appears that Thursday is set to be the first game of the two, obviously tonight, and we already know that Buffalo already had 2 weeks off for COVID, and this game I haven't seen anything about this being canceled yet, but they canceled the morning practice. Anyway, if it's canceled, it's canceled, but I want to go over this game real quick. And I don't know if Buffalo's going to win another game this season. You know, all this hype of Taylor Hall and Jack Eichel being the dynamic duo going into this season is nothing. It's absolutely terrible. Buffalo has been absolutely dreadful. Taylor Hall, the hottest acquisition in free agency, is now, he chose Buffalo out of all these teams. I mean, I'm sorry, but he's an idiot. I mean, simple as that. Taylor Hall is just an idiot going to a team who, we all thought we were going to do anything in this crazy East Division that we have. I mean, the league, basically the group of death, as I like to say, with this division that we have here. But let me get to you quickly. Over/under set at 5.5. Boston's minus 265 on the money line. I'm going to take Boston -1 here in Boston in regulation. I don't think, again, Buffalo, good luck winning another game. Covering the puck line, though, these teams cannot cover. Boston is 3-13 in the last 16 on the road, while Buffalo is 2-12 at home in the last 14. I just think Boston should blow this team out. But again, they have difficulties with these not-so-stellar teams. But, that's why I'm going to go Boston here. I like Boston on the money line. Boston -1. Boston -1.5, and Boston in regulation. When it comes to the over/under, Boston is 1-8-1 in the last 10. That's screaming under for me. They have not been scoring at all as of late. Honestly, it's been that sort of season for Boston. I mean, they're great. They're a great superior team, as we know quite well. But just the way they've been playing lately, it's a little bit of a lackluster. You have to be worried about Boston here, especially with no Tuukka Rask. But I'm taking the under 5.5. If there is a game tonight in Buffalo, I'm all over Boston and the under 5.5. I'll be short and sweet. Moving on, the Philadelphia Flyers against the New York Islanders. Over/under set at 5.5. Islanders with a pretty substantial move in money. They opened up at -130. They're now -160 on the money line, while the Flyers are +140. 75% of the money going towards the Islanders, while 25% of the money is going to Philadelphia there. This Philly team is in shambles. I don't know what I saw last night. Pretty disgusting as a Flyers fan. Like I said, I was about to travel up to Madison Square Garden and suit up in pads to be a goalie if I had to, as an emergency goaltender. I mean, whatever. That's just terrible. Not what I like to see there. Islanders at home, covering the puck line, 12-2 in their last 14 at home. Flyers, again, 7-6 on the road in their last 13. After last night, they have to be pissed off, but I'm not taking a chance here with the Flyers. Give me the Islanders here on the money line at -160. As juicy it is, that's where I have them here. I have the Islanders at -160, maybe even -170. I just can't trust the Flyers right now. And when it comes to the over-unders, this over-under set at 5.5. You know what that means? We're going to keep rolling with these overs until they eventually lose. And the Flyers have been cashing out overs for us lately. They have been, and we're going to keep rolling with it. So, again, Flyers are 8-2 in the last 10. We're rolling with it. Give us the over 5.5 between the Flyers and the Islanders on the money line there at -160. Next up on tap, we had the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Carolina Hurricanes. Over/under set at 5.5. Carolina -185 on the money line. Pretty juicy. The Blue Jackets +165 on the money line. 80% of the money going towards Carolina there, while 20% of the money is going towards the Blue Jackets there. Again, over/under set at 5.5. Now, Carolina at home, covering the puck line as of late, 8-4 in their last 12, while Columbus is 4-9 on the road in their last 13. Again, this is covering the puck line. Carolina at home, unstoppable, 10-1-1 in their last 12. Columbus is 4-7-2 on the road. Not a big Jackets believer when it comes to playing away. Now, when it comes to the over-unders, both teams are 3-4-3 in their last 10. So, again, not much going on, but I do think we see some goals here tonight. I'll keep this short and sweet. Give me the Carolina Hurricanes on the money line. Give me the Hurricanes -1. I also like the Hurricanes in regulation as well. And I think Carolina -1.5 on the puck line. You'll get like +130 plus, maybe even +140. Some books that I'm seeing right now. That's pretty solid value. But I like the -1 and in regulation a little bit better here. You're not sure what Blue Jackets team is gonna show, but per stats, as I tell you guys and ladies out there, it's not looking good as an away team. So give me Carolina, and I like the over 5.5. I think we're going to see a fair amount of goals here. You know, Carolina let 4 goals in by Detroit the other night, and they lost. So, but that's why I'm thinking that Columbus could get a fair share, maybe 2 goals. While Hurricanes have a pretty bitter taste in their mouth that they're losing to quite possibly the worst team in the NHL. So I think we could see a 4-2 game here for Carolina, and therefore you can cash out everything. So there you have it. I'm all over Carolina, -1, regulation, money line, and the over 5.5. Chicago against the Tampa Bay Lightning, over-under set at 6. We have the Tampa Bay money line on -240, a whopping -240 there, while the Chicago Blackhawks are +210. I mean, listen, this team is actually pretty decent, Chicago. They are. And, I mean, -240 I think is way too much for Tampa. When you look at the puck lines here, Chicago has been covering. They're 9-8 in their last 17 games. Tampa at home, though, 9-3 in their last 12. They do kick ass at home. I mean, you can't stop this unbeatable team. But Nashville did beat them a couple days ago. And Tampa did bounce back against Dallas the other night. They had off last night, so did Chicago. So I expect to see some fresh faces in there. When it comes to the over-unders, Chicago is 7-2-1 in their last 10, while Tampa is 6-4 in their last 10. When I look at this game here, I think Chicago can definitely cover the puck line. I like the Chicago Blackhawks here at +1.5 on the puck line. They're playing really good. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of value, a little bit of salt on the Blackhawks money line here at +210. It might even go up, but I just like the way that this Hawks team has been playing. I mean, that game against the Panthers, they were up. They were up all game. They were up 3-1, and they lost 6-3. I mean, you have to imagine with a night off, recoup, come back, travel down to Tampa, who obviously is a very superior team. But I like the odds here. I like Chicago Blackhawks +1.5 on the puck line, and I like the Chicago Blackhawks on the money line here at +210. Nothing crazy. Okay, go small, a little bit of pocket change if you need to. And when it comes to the over/under 6, I like the over. I do like the over 6 in this game. I mean, two high-scoring teams with. Obviously their goaltenders are pretty good. Lankin has been great. Vasilevsky has been great. Even McElhinney has been pretty good for Tampa as well. But with these offenses, I think that we're going to see a pretty solid over too. So I like the over 6, Chicago +1.5, and Chicago small sprinkle on the money line there at +210. All right, Nashville and Florida, over/under set at 6. The Panthers are -210 on the money line, while Nashville is +185. 75% of the money is going towards Florida there. 25% of the money going towards the Florida Panthers. Puck lines, however, Nashville's covering the puck line on the road, 9-6 in their last 15. Florida, 9-8 at home in their last 15. Again, both teams had the night off, but Florida has been playing some incredible hockey lately, and I don't think there's any signs of stopping this team at all. Over/under, like I said, is at 6. I like the Panthers here. Put the Panthers here in a parlay because they're a little bit juicy, -210 on the money line. It's too much for my liking. Parlay that with something else. Maybe even the Hurricanes. A Hurricanes-Panthers money line parlay pays out about +130, +140. So I like that. That's a good parlay for your liking if you are a 2-team parlay maker. Panthers and Canes at +130 or +140, whatever your book has. But all in all, I like the over 6. Give me the over 6 in this game. I also like the Panthers -1 and also in regulation. Pittsburgh and the New Jersey Devils over-under set at 5.5. Pittsburgh minus 165 on the money line. New Jersey plus 145 on the money line. This is probably the biggest siding for money game that we're going to see here tonight. 80% of the money going towards Pittsburgh there at that minus 165 spot. Again, when it comes to the road, Penguins are 5-9 in their last 14. Jersey 7-8 at home in their last 15. When it comes to the over-unders, this game, the Jersey game almost cashed out last time with the over, but I like the under in this game, under 5.5. I do see some sort of a slowdown for the most part. We're not seeing much overs as of late when it comes to the Jersey Devils. So that's why I like the under 5.5 in this game, and I'm all over Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh also in regulation. I also like Pittsburgh -1 and on the money line. 4 games to wrap up, and I have 4 minutes, so perfect timing. Dallas and Detroit over-under set at 5.5. Dallas is minus 180 on the money line. Detroit plus 160 on the money line. 70% of the money going towards Dallas there, while 30% of the money going towards Detroit. I'll keep it short and sweet. I don't like how Dallas has been playing hockey. As of late, they've been playing really good gutsy games. The over has been cashing out, but against this Detroit team, you never know. We saw a bunch of unders between these two earlier in the season, and I'm going to stick with the under 5.5. Some books even have 6 for some reason, which is crazy. I don't think there should be a 6 at all. This should be at 5.5, and I like the under 5.5 in this game. And Detroit 12-4 in their last 16 when covering the puck line. I'm taking Detroit here plus 1.5. I think they should get it done here tonight. And a potential money line here at plus 160, but I'm not going to take that chance. Detroit always tends to burn us all. So give me the under 5.5 and Detroit Red Wings plus 1.5 cover puck line against Dallas here tonight. Winnipeg and Edmonton over-under set at 6.5. Edmonton minus 145 on the money line. Winnipeg plus 130 on the money line. 60-40 split. Edmonton getting 60% there. Again, Winnipeg, I will talk them up so much. They're playing really good hockey. Edmonton scored 7 goals last night. They still have no defense or goaltending, but they played good last night and they deserved to win against Calgary. But Jets are 11-2 in their last 13 away. So, hey, and when it comes to the over-unders, Winnipeg's also 8-2 in their last 10. However, I think 6.5 is way too much for this game here tonight. I'm going with the under 6.5. Some books are even at 7. Under 7, under 6.5, whatever you may have. I'm also taking Winnipeg Jets on the money line here at plus 130. That's likely Philly Pete's dog play of the evening. The Winnipeg Jets plus 130. I also like the Jets plus 1.5 puck line as well. I think they should take care of that tonight. And the under 6.5 or under 7, wherever you have at between Edmonton and Winnipeg. Minnesota Wild and Colorado over-under set at 5.5. Colorado minus 150, while the Wild is plus 130. Again, another team that I like that's been playing really well lately, and that's the Minnesota Wild. We know that the Avalanche have been scoring a lot lately, and it's good to see. Put up 8 against Anaheim the other night, but I like the Minnesota Wild here. I like the Wild plus 1.5, and I also like the Wild plus 130 on the money line. I really do. That's another good play here for me. I like that. So again, give me the Wild plus 130 and the Wild plus 1.5. And I also like the over 5.5 between these two teams, knowing that they could score at will. So we will see what happens there. So over 5.5, Minnesota money line, Minnesota plus 1.5 on the puck line. And last but not least, Arizona, Anaheim over-under set at 5.5. Arizona minus 135. Anaheim plus 115. 65% of the money going towards Arizona there. A pretty decent average road record when covering the puck line. When it comes to the over-under, though, I think we're going to see an under sort of game. Arizona's 3-7 in the last 10, but Anaheim's 5-5 in the last 10. So they've been scoring. Arizona not so much. But in this game, I am trending Arizona, and I like the Coyotes here at minus 135. And I'm going to take the under 5.5 between Anaheim and Arizona. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of time. Hope you all had fun. Enjoy this high. Let's keep rolling. Look out for my plays later. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and happy March Madness. I'll talk to you guys Tuesday. See ya.